On Tuesday, Julian talked about not taking democracy for granted, how voting directly affects our lives and living conditions. And while I completely agree with you, Julian, I do think it can be easy to feel like that's not the case. That our one vote doesn't matter, that there's such a huge bureaucratic system that it really doesn't make a difference if we vote or not, things are just gonna keep going the way they were gonna go anyways. It can be easy to side with that argument, but instead of thinking about how your one vote is supposed to change the entire nation, maybe try thinking about how your vote can change you. This morning, a friend shared with me a quote from an unknown source. "When I was a young man, I wanted to change the world. I found it was difficult to change the world, so I tried to change my nation. When I found I couldn't change the nation, I began to focus on my town. I couldn't change the town, and as an older man, I tried to change my family. Now, as an old man, I realize the only thing I can change is myself. And suddenly I realized that if long ago I had changed myself, I could have made an impact on my family. My family and I could have made an impact on our town. Their impact could have changed the nation, and I could indeed have changed the world." It starts with you. You are who matters. Whatever the change is, whatever difference you want to make, before you can think about how your actions are going to affect the whole world, you have to start with yourself. While individual votes do add up to make big change, I'm sorry to say that your particular one probably won't be the deciding factor between the two candidates. But your vote is the first step to making a difference for yourself. It's a challenge to consider your beliefs and take action. Because you've voted and thought about your opinions, your friends and family might follow your lead, and all those little impacts will add up to a great big impact from community to state to nation to world. And not just in getting people to vote, but in any sort of impact that you want to have on the world. It's sort of like Maslow's pyramid of needs, except maybe upside down, or completely different, but it's still like a pyramid. At the very base, you have to know yourself. You have to recognize your power to change yourself before you can move on and make a change in anyone else. The way social media works is sort of a reflection of this as well as a tool to enable it, because social media is first about identity, about expressing yourself. On the next level is about finding communities, and from there it's about connecting with and reaching out to people on a global scale. But it all starts with you. For yourself, not to impact anyone or anything else yet, just you. And so Julian and I want to know, what does matter to you? Why do you vote? This isn't just for the US election, and if you are underage or can't vote for any other reason like Julian, then why would you vote? Why do you think it's important that people who can do? Let us know in 1 or 2 sentences in a video response to any of our videos, and we will be featuring some of them at the end of upcoming videos. I'm looking forward to seeing some of your responses, and Julian, I'll see you on Tuesday.